One of the things that is coming to California is an investigation into waste, fraud, and abuse. The Trump administration clearly had some success with that in Minnesota. Governor Tim Walz is not running for re-election. And now they've promised that the investigation into California has begun.
Yeah.
What will they find, and what is at stake?
Well, they'll find a state that's taken that issue very, very seriously. They'll find a state that years and years ago established the first framework, something called ID.me, that has stopped $135 billion of fraud just at the EDD department. You'll see someone working with the Trump 1.0 administration calling out the fraud in the PUA program, which, by the way, the OIG in the DLL, the Department of Labor, his own Office of Inspector General, identified $163 billion of fraud under his administration in that program. California was able to stop it. We've prosecuted 929 individuals. We've clawed back $5.9, almost $6 billion, and we're still winding up. All across the country, that was taking shape. You may have just seen some headlines. Thank you for those that wrote about them. That California became the first pay-by-touch with EBT cards, saw an 83% decline in fraud. Just the last year, you saw what we're doing and what the Trump administration's doing, to your question, with Dr. Oz. Might have, well, you're living in Oz. When he went down attacking the Armenian community just a few days ago. A business that's down now 30%. Poor guy, small businessman, running a bakery because he decided to do a little TikTok video or something, saying they're somehow connected to the mob around hospice. Well, hospice, we've been after that for years and years before Oz was even on the scene. 2021, we did a moratorium on new hospice program. 280 we shuttered. We've been after this for years and years and years. We want an open hand, not a closed fist. We absolutely are here to be a partner to go after waste, fraud, and abuse. I started something called ODI, Office Digital Innovation. I did not, my mistake, do it with a chainsaw. Had I done that, you would know about it. We just began the Office of Digital Innovation, and we started to begin a process of reforming our procurement and our strategies on technology across the board, but also on the issues of waste, fraud, and abuse. By the way, ODI was a partnership with the Health and Human Service to create the new EBD card, which again is leading the nation. I'm humbled in this perspective. No one's denying these issues. But let's also not deny this is purely political. You all know this, because I know you know it, because this is an incredibly bright group. You know about the 48 people just a few months ago that were convicted of $14.6 billion in healthcare fraud in Texas, right? You all know that. You must. And if you don't, it's because it wasn't colored in by the Trump administration, because this is not about fraud and abuse. This is about the polarization, politicalization, weaponization, not just a grievance, but weaponization across the board of agencies and weaponization, the likes of which we've never seen from an administration in our lifetime.